Greetings followers of Inarius and fanatics of Lilith. Exciting news has emerged from the Holy Church of Diablo the 4th. I've been taking a few days to relax and enjoy the holidays, and I hope you've been able to do the same. But in the meantime, plenty has happened and new information from the developers has reached us. The cover story of the latest edition of Game Informer magazine holds some intriguing details about seasons and endgame activities. So let's dive right into some very interesting news. Many of you will be pleased to hear an official confirmation about PvP. Pixel Ghost asked whether PvP would be entirely optional or if players need to participate at some point for equipment or progress. Another user responded, "Obviously I'm not a dev, but of all the info I've soaked in to answer your question, yes, it seems optional. I'm sure there will be some cosmetic stuff that is only available in PvP, but I would assume they wouldn't lock a powerful aspect or unique behind PvP. You can avoid it." Now General Manager Rod Ferguson chimes in with a short and simple answer: correct. So here it is, 100% confirmed. PvP is optional and there are no exclusive gameplay relevant rewards. You can certainly get gear if you're only interested in PvP, but the only PvP exclusives will be cosmetics. In the Game Informer cover article on Diablo 4, there are some very interesting updates about seasons and endgame in Diablo 4. According to the article, seasons will be significant updates every 3 months, even introducing new storylines. So those who are interested in Diablo's story will be well catered for. Associate Game Director Joseph Pipiora said that while he hesitates to use the word expansion, the game's post-launch quarterly updates will consist of additional story content that will be tied into the new mechanics and features of each update. Updates will additionally be accompanied by a new seasonal battle pass, which will come in both free and premium forms. Blizzard has previously confirmed that the game's first season will not go live with Diablo 4 and will come sometime later. I must say, this sounds very promising and I'm eager to see if they can truly deliver these seemingly substantial updates every 3 months. I'm certainly looking forward to delving deeper into the world and its story. The Game Informer article also touches on Endgame. As we recently learned from the official trailer, Nightmare Dungeons will come with unique affixes. One such affix will see an invincible pillar of lightning constantly chase players throughout the dungeon, while another will add a shade that follows players and, if touched, will obscure their vision and summon additional enemies. These are some cool ideas and I'm curious to see what else they've come up with to make our endgame lives more challenging. But there are also new details about helltides. Multiple areas in the world can be affected by helltides at once and persist for a limited time. Deadlier enemies will spawn within a helltide's borders, including remixed versions of various bosses from throughout the game. This offers an opportunity to encounter some of the bosses, presumably from dungeons and possibly even the story, in the open world. And I think that's a very cool concept. And at this point, I'd like to briefly mention my partner, Instant Gaming. Here you can get gift cards for your respective store at the absolute best price. If you want to save money on your next game purchase and support me at the same time, I say thank you and have fun gaming. Now let's continue with the video and more endgame info. Some players were dissatisfied with the mentioned endgame trailer, fearing that there wouldn't be enough endgame activities to keep them engaged until the next season arrives. Joseph Pipiora, after the trailer's release, posted on Twitter that he was really looking forward to the dev livestream in April, where he'd go into much more detail and answer questions from the community. Stealthy responded, "So during a Q&A, someone asked if there was more endgame than what you all have shown, and the answer was yes. There any truth to this?" Joseph Pipiora goes on and responds, "We'll find out together during the April livestream, where I'll be joined by Riker and some other person to discuss our endgame features in significantly more depth." I've tracked down the interview for you. It's a recent wowhead.com interview with the Diablo 4 developers, where they were asked, "Are there any planned endgame activities that you haven't revealed yet?" And the answer was plain and simple, yes. So I believe that on April 20th we'll receive even more endgame information. But what do you guys wish for in the endgame? Rifts? Raids? other activities that you've been missing so far? Feel free to let me know in the comments. However, infinite paragon leveling like in Diablo 3 will definitely not be an endgame activity in Diablo 4. In response to the same Twitter post by Joe, Steve Mills asked, "Will the D4 endgame offer a meaningful reason to keep playing besides endless repetition and power creep? A cap to difficulty that makes finding good items a goal is meaningful in my opinion. The D3 season gets stale quickly, D2's does not, for example." Joseph Pipiora points again to the dev stream, but then goes on and adds, "Although I will at least confirm that power is capped to ensure that players do find value in chasing those ancestral items in endgame. Endless progression is not the plan for D4. Another very interesting question by Divonesso was, "I don't have any friends, can I solo play this or do I need to be in a party?" Rod Ferguson comes in and says, "You can definitely solo it if you like. Or hey, make some new friends while taking down a local event or world boss together." So for those of you who prefer playing solo, very good news. Two very interesting pieces of news about crossplay and cross progression have also surfaced. A user on Twitter asked, "I bought Diablo 4 Ultimate Edition day 1 on Xbox. I want to also buy it on PS5 now to allow my son to use my Xbox while I continue D4 on the PS5 at launch. If I bought the base game on PS5, would I get Ultimate Edition benefits due to shared Battle.net account? Thanks." The short and sweet answer is yes. However, be cautious, there's still a major caveat. Another user asked, "I have a question. If I purchase the Ultimate Edition on PC and the Standard Edition on Xbox, will I still be able to play early on Xbox? I asked this because of crossplay and cross-progression and because both are linked." Community manager Adam Fletcher unfortunately has bad news. Just PC, it's a separate entitlement on the backend, but the other rewards are cross-platform. So while all the benefits of the Digital Deluxe Edition and the Ultimate Edition are transferable, the 4-day early access is not. I hope this helps some of you who may face the same issue. Now I'd like to highlight two exciting sales for all of you who just can't get enough of Diablo until D4 finally arrives. First, on Humble Bundle you can secure all the lore books for Diablo and other Blizzard franchises at a fantastic bargain price. So don't hesitate to snatch up these deals if you want to truly immerse yourself in Diablo's rich story. Second, Blizzard itself is currently hosting a massive spring sale, allowing you to grab Diablo 2 Resurrected at an incredibly low price. By combining these sales with gift cards from my partner Instant Gaming, you can save twice. And if you enjoyed this video, I would greatly appreciate a positive rating, and please feel free to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all things Diablo 4. Don't forget to check out my latest video displayed right here on the screen. I wish you all an awesome day and I'll catch you in the next one.